Today we are going to fix this rushed Town Hall 12. Well, it is not that rushed anymore. I have fixed it a little bit. I rushed this account from Town Hall 7 all the way up to this point to unlock the siege machine, and I made a video out of it. You can check that out if you want. But here's how to fix your rushed base. Let's go to the progress base first. I will be linking this progress base in the description if you want it. It's pretty good. First, you will have to upgrade at least some of the things right away, like the army camps, the clan castle. For some reason, I have also upgraded the eagle artillery. That must be when the season gets finished and I have got a ton of loot. 5 builders available. I don't even have the builder number 6 in here. If we go to our builder base, and you can see it is pretty bad. Back to the main base, I've got 5 and I always use 2 of them on my heroes. And I've got my heroes, king and queen, up to level 50. The Grand Warden has already been maxed out because while farming you get a ton of elixir and you'll have to use it somewhere, so I usually dump that on my Warden and he is maxed out. So out of 5, since 2 are gone, 3 of them are left. This is how I use them. So when I upgrade my defenses or any other building in question, I will check their time. So just like this, from going from 10 to 11, the archer tower is going to take 1 day. From 11 to 12, it's going to take 1 day and 6 hours. Same goes for the Tesla, it's going to take 1 day. And the cannons have just been upgraded to level 11 and they all took 1 day. If you check on other defenses, like the mortar, is going to take 2 days and 12 hours. The wizard tower is going to take 1 day and 12 hours. Where's another wizard tower? It's there. Okay, wait, let me fix it. Okay, it's fixed now. So if you check the air defense, it's going to take 2 days, all of them. Now if you just go ahead and upgrade the Inferno Tower, which is or like something that costs a lot of gold and a lot of time, then the builder will be out of commission for 9 days. And in that period of time, you will be farming for your heroes and resources will be filled up. So that's not very ideal and not very fun to play that way. So I'll suggest to do it this way. You start with the defenses or the buildings that take less time and eventually moving up. The resources, you'll have to dump that on the walls. In this way, I have maxed out a lot of walls already. It's pretty good looking for a rushed base. Look at that. This layer is almost done. Only 2 of them are left. So 2 of them will be busy on these things. But 1 out of 5 will still be free. So for that, you gotta do the traps. Traps don't take a lot of time. Some of them are pretty early level. So one of them will be free pretty much quickly as compared to the others. And with him, you will be dumping all the resources on the walls. I have already maxed out all my storages. You gotta do that right off the bat because sometimes you use runes and you gotta get as much value as possible. Let's say if you just reach Town Hall 12, then I would advise to check out that priority list video because I have explained all the things that you should upgrade when you reach Town Hall 12 for the first time. Even with the rushed base, a lot of things will be similar, but for good context, I will just say do the army camps, barracks, clan castle, lab. These buildings should go first. After that, you could follow them with that guide, and that should be pretty neat. And after the time when the traps take a lot of time, you can use this time strategy to do all the buildings. So that way, 2 of the builders will always be fixed on the heroes, including the third one if you haven't maxed the Grand Warden just yet. And 2 of them will be busy on all the other buildings, depending on the time taken to upgrade. We're gonna go to the lab in just a second, but I'm currently farming dark elixirs, so let's go for a quick attack. Okay, this seems nice. I'm just targeting the dark elixir right now, and I don't have so much time to scroll, so I'll just get on with this one. The golden elixir is not that much required. What I'm focusing is the dark elixir. We'll just charge electro dragons on 2 of the ends to make a funnel, or something that looks like a funnel. Then we will charge the balloons followed by the electro dragons. We'll rage them up, and since the eagle is dead, we don't need to... Oh, I haven't got the warden yet. Just let's deploy him. Okay, and get ready with more rage spells. I think I'll be freezing things, starting with that enemy archer queen, and we'll be popping the warden ability somewhere. Let's first get this stone slammer down around that air defense of the warden ability, around that enemy warden. That makes sense. We still have got 1 freeze remaining. We'll be freezing something, but this was a dead base, so it's very easy to crush them, and you come across a lot of them here. I usually farm in crystal leaks, and this is how it works. This strategy is good for farming and for wars as well, and you will be most probably doing attacks over on dead bases because that is recommended, therefore a lot of loot and it's easy. Okay, we're back. Let's go to the lab. I currently have barbarians on upgrade, and when you rush down on 12, I would advise to at least unlock 2 of the things. That is sneaky goblins, super wall breakers. For that you'll need to get your goblins and your wall breakers up to level 7. That will grant you access to them, and with that you will be able to do a lot of farming. Following that, you can unlock a strategy that is reliable both for farming and war. So you'll have to do electro dragons. With electro dragons, balloons will go hand in hand. And after that, spells for these 2. So raise spell and freeze spell will go next. Lightning spell can be paired with almost anything, even electro dragons. After that, you might want to unlock the zap witches because that's one of the strongest and easiest strategy to pull off. So always advise to research golems and witches. I haven't done this because I don't use them on this account. I usually make my way through electro dragons, and since the lightning spell is already done, earthquake spell will go next. I'll say that I have got one lab guide that will give you a good idea on what strategies to unlock, and to do that, what troops to target first. It's a pretty neat guide. If you want to check it out, then it's here. If you just rushed your through up to this point, still it's kind of irrelevant. At this point, what I do in this account is, then you can see that barbarians are going on currently, and they cost me this much, and this is the time they're going to take. So after the barbarians done, what I'm going to do is upgrade the troop that is going to cost exactly the same or a little bit less. In this way, I will be able to max out all of them without neglecting anything. If we go in this manner, then I'll do barbarian, then dragons, then miner, wizard, Pekka, baby dragon, goblins, archer, giant, makes sense. And if you scroll to this side, then the invisibility spell and the clone spell, both of them are going to cost as much as the archers, so I can do them anytime. Now if you go on this side and see my Dark Elixir troops, then you can see that I haven't done much. Well, that's because I don't use dark troops, and also because whatever Dark Elixir I'm going to loot, I dump all of them into my heroes. And if you go to the siege machines, then I haven't done anything. That's because for normal multiplayer raids, I use my electro dragons paired with a stone slammer, like you have already seen in the video. To do war attacks, I usually rely on donations, so I have been neglecting my siege machines as well. But later on, I will be doing them for sure. So what I would advise to do is take your normal elixir troops to a decent level, and if you have got extra dark elixir, then use that on the dark elixir troops. And for more details, watch the lab guide video. I'll be linking the priority guide video right here. It's going to help out a lot. And finally, I would like to thank Cyrus, Hunter, Ayush, AJ Ashu, Lonely as Stars, Darkened Sky. Now that was pretty coincidental, right? Itachi Uchiha, Drago's TNT, for sending me the friend request. It's pretty cool to have you on the friend list. And if you would like to do the same, then this is what we're writing. See you next time.